everyone has their down days. All right, so this was my loss for today. I had four positions, and the four of them were losses, and I'll explain why I took those losses. Two of them hit my stop loss, and the other two I had to close. And as you can see, it played out my direction. If I were inside this position still, first, that would be crazy. Second, I would have been in profit. But you learn from your mistakes, all right? And what can I learn from today's trade? So let me get right to you guys. Let me replay this, and let's go to the daily replay from here. All right, so this is my trade for today. I was currently looking at this setup, and first of all, I was in sales. Yes, I was in sales. So if you look at this market structure, you see that we have a level of support here, previous support, reverse, drop down, and then we currently we're holding this level of resistance here, and we had just rejected from this level of resistance with 1 2 3 bearish candles, and I was just waiting for a push up to then reject and of course reach my target, which was right over here. Right, so initially this was my target for the cells, and if we were coming from the cells, I would turn this into a buy position. All right, so this is what I was expecting. Right, price had just made a drop here. I was waiting for a pullback, push up, right? Just to collect some orders like I usually wait for. Break this previous low, come here, make this retest on previous resistance over here, and then push up. So I was going to make two entries today. One around this zone over here, which I had initially for sells, and this zone over here for buys. And why would I enter my second trade for buys? Is because we're making higher lows and higher highs, and I was just trusting that market would come to this zone and then reverse. All right, so well, I already showed you guys the spoiler, but this was my initial position that I decided to close. Yes, I closed my own trade manually because I was not liking how the market was just acting. And as you can see here, this was how the I think it was, no, the 8 a.m. candle closed. All right, so the candle closed above this previous level over here of this low. And so I just had to change my bias and go for the buys, right? And this is what I was expecting. So this candle closed bullish too above this area. We have a previous level of support here, and I was just waiting for that retest to then come up to this previous level. I think it was the 4-hour time frame over here that you guys have this level of support, right? So now let's hit the play button and see what happened next. Boom. 9:30 came and dropped. Now, I hit my stop loss again, so I had two entries over here. The first two were sells, and then the other two actually were three entries over here for the buys. I scaled two positions over here, and then another one at around 9 a.m. After this candle closed, I'm like, hey, this is going up, but no, market reversed, and my initial bias was right. Yes, this was a level of resistance with another level of resistance, right? This zone was strong enough for price not to break. Well, this time was not to break above and continue. It was to push down, make the entry that I was looking for over here for this buy, and then of course break this previous high. So this would make a lot more sense than my first four entries. All right, So because this is a level of resistance here on the left, so we do have to break above this level on the left to be going for buys, like we are doing now, live market, right? This is just the replay. And for me to be buying here doesn't make sense. So I would have to buy at this level. This was my second plan, but initially this would make a lot more sense for price to do this, right? Come here, retest the previous resistance, make a new higher low, and then break up this level of resistance here, previous highs, and then make new highs, come retest, and then push up, which I believe is going to be the next move. All right, so yes, this was my loss for today. We are currently now breaking this level of resistance and pushing up, and price did hit my target, but I was out for the day. I was not going to over risk, right? Which is what happened with most traders. They over risk their positions and then end up taking a much bigger loss than they can afford, right? So the loss I took today was around 2%, around 2% of my account. So it was nothing crazy like 10 or 20%, or maybe even if I had to blow my account, right? That's just nuts. And this happened to me before, but this time I learned from my mistakes and did not lose that much compared to previous times or someone else, right? So this is how the trade play out. It came back to the previous actually trend line two, and then level of resistance here, and then created this doji candle, which means buying pressure, which means the buyers are in control of the market and we're pushing up, and we did push up, and now we're just breaking these two levels of actually three, right? So it's one over here, two, and then three over here. And my goal right now, my target for the upside, which was initially, is around the 39,100 mark. All right, so yeah, let's keep this alert here. that was that was weird, but let's keep it. And this is my target for the upside. I'll be looking to enter if price gives me a confirmation again for the retest on this level, and then we'll be eventually going up, right? And another thing, if we look at the this, all right. So if we look at the daily time frame, we see that our the previous day was bullish also, and two of the previous days, Monday and Tuesday, we had like wicks on the bottom, very long wicks, which means again buying pressure, which means that buyers are starting to get control of the market. All right, so if you like this video, if you found it helpful, make sure you hit the like button. And even though I took a loss, I'm still happy, I'm still trading, and I'm still here for tomorrow, right? So thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more.